Deputy Secretary Work, General Odierno, Undersecretary Carson, Sergeant Major of the Army Chandler, General and Flag Officers, brother and sisters in arms, Gold Star families, my family, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. So I've had nightmares before, but never have I had two at the same time. And I'm living both of them right now. One is having the entire Army senior leadership watching every single thing I do, and second one is speaking in front of a large group of people. No offense, it's just, last time I saw this much stuff, I was usually in trouble for something, but. I do have nightmares about 9 November, though. Fewer and fewer as days go on. But sometimes I can be right back there, smelling the smelling the gunpowder and burning hot metal of enemy grenades, tasting the air after my radio was hit. I can close my eyes and feel the whiz of the bullets as they pierce my uniform, missing my skin but annoying the hell out of me, like mosquitoes at a barbecue. As I tried to get Sergeant Box out of danger, I can still see the puff of air jostle Kane Schilling's uniform pant leg before the pool of blood began to soak through it from the enemy round. It was the worst day of my life. That day, those smells, those sights changed my life. But at least I have a life. I was given a gift on 9 November. A gift that 6 of my brothers did not get. I get to go on. I get to be better than I was at the age of 20, just a knuckleheaded boy from Seattle who wanted to jump out of airplanes. In my eyes, those 6 men, whose names I want everyone in the world to know, they can never be any more perfect than they were that day. On that goat trail, on a mountainside in Afghanistan, fighting for their brothers. They were warriors. They were the best of us. I knew some better than others. My one regret is that I didn't take enough opportunities to get to know them all. In fact, I barely knew Sergeant Jeffrey Mersman, who served 4 tours in Iraq before his final deployment as my teammate. I have since learned he loved to hunt and go mudding. And I only met Marine Sergeant Philip Box 5 days before the ambush. He was an expert at teaching others how to survive in mountainous terrain. He was a professional, tough. Though he knew he was dying, he never once gave an air of fear. He was amazing. I remember before deployment back in Italy, I go to Landcorps' barracks room to hang out. His roommate's side, one side was all squared away, everything is the way it's supposed to be. On the other side, it looked like a bomb went off. Back in his hometown, when our unit was attacked at Ranch House, a few months before 9 November ambush, he cared about us so much that it's all he could think about. While he was at home safe, it was getting back to us is what he wanted. He wanted to be there to protect us, no matter what. Corporal Lester Wakay was the most amazing medic. He was a quiet professional. I remember, one of the things I remember most about him is he always had these noodle bowls that his family would send him, and I used to just hound him on the daily just for one of those, because they were delicious. Captain Matthew Ferrara, I was his RTO, so we were pretty close. He was always a very by-the-book officer, but every once in a while he'd break protocol and just be one of the boys. Like the time when he acquired a projector from Supply and a sheet as well, and he hung it on the wall so we could have a massive Xbox tournament. That was probably the best few days of the deployment. I'm sure others didn't feel the same, as he tended to cheat and beat us all, but that's okay. But it was funny because we were real soldiers fighting in a war, but we were more into a video game about war. And I saved the best for last, my friend Sean Langevin. People were just drawn to him. He was so funny and so mischievous. I knew full well that hanging around with him would land me in some kind of trouble. But I didn't care. I just wanted to be around him. He brought fun wherever he went. It was one day on guard shift, not too long before 9 November, that we got to talking about what if. We both promised to take care of each other's families if something happened. It wasn't too long after that random discussion that my promise was tested. These 6 men were sky soldiers who gave their all to protect each other. They were a special few of America's young men who braved death and danger in search of something greater than themselves as part of the nation's military. They are part of the 9/11 generation, 9/11, a date that changed the lives of, I dare say, everyone in this room. So it is fate that these 6 would give their lives on a different 9/11, 9 November. They were just boys when this very building was rocked by Flight 77 and the Twin Towers came crashing down in a city I will visit next week. They were teenagers with acne and girl problems when the country was torn by terrorism on that terrible day in November, 9/11. But these boys from places like Troy, Michigan and Walnut Creek, California, grew up quickly and volunteered to devote their lives to help prevent that nightmare from ever occurring on this soil again. We owe young men like them so much gratitude. They knowingly left their future to chance indifference to a greater calling. While my name hangs in the Hall of Heroes, the names of these 6 men will hang in my heart and, of course, on my wrist forever. Box, Ferrara, Lancourt, Langevin, Mersman, and Roquet. Members of the 9/11 generation, lost on 9/11/2007, but never forgotten. They gave so others could live. What better honor could I pay them than to live each day to the fullest and be the best that I can be? Everything I do is done to make them proud. Everything I am is because they are no longer here. Their loss has taught me to allow for no regret. Seize the moments you are given and be better than you were the day before. I know that's what they would do. I hope, beyond hope, that I can one day be worthy of their sacrifice. These are my brothers, and they are more than soldiers for life. They are sky soldiers for life. Let us not forget that these are 6 of 2,221 service members who have died serving as part of Operation Enduring Freedom, a war instigated by the attacks on 9/11/2001. And my name is just one of 3,488 names etched in the Hall of Heroes. The story of Chosen Company is just one of the countless stories of bravery and sacrifice that have happened and are still happening in the service of our nation. This is just one story. There are others. I urge you each to learn the names that match these numbers so their sacrifices can never be forgotten. Thank you for sharing this special day with my family, my team members, and myself.